Midsummer's Night Dream.
I'm Molly. I'm Juliet from Romeo and Juliet. I'm pretty sure that's obvious.
Hello, I'm Larissa. I will be playing Beatrice from Much Ado About Nothing.
I'm Kamden. I'm playing Lady Macbeth from Macbeth.
So, these ladies have chosen to write their own script using these different characters from different plays. So, of course, the motivation here is to understand the characterization and put it all together. So it begins.
Never in 10,000 years had I ever imagined my father would be capable of something so cruel and horrid, to arrange a marriage between Demetrius and I, especially when father knows the gentleman who truly hath wooed me is not Demetrius, but Lysander. No man hath ever experienced such woo before as this. And so it's left me no choice. I must come up with some plot or scheme. I can't escape this union to be with Lysander. But what shall that plot be? I indeed just know the right people. I must write to them at once before tis too late. Tis very strange that I would receive a letter addressed specifically to me. It has been quite some time since I was sent one. I suppose I shall open it. Dear Juliet, I have composed this letter to you today because I am in need of wise counsel from a friend. I know no one other than thee who could ever possibly dream of understanding the woe I have experienced and have yet to feel. For I tell you truly, my father arranged my marriage to a gentleman, Demetrius. This sort of thing would not be a problem had I any love for him. But 'tis not whom I love at all. I am madly in love with Lysander. I will be holding a midday feast in 2 weeks' time. I would be so pleased if you would attend. I would like to know what thee has to say about the matter at hand. Your good friend, Hermia. I am so honored that Hermia would seek love advice from me. I would consider myself an expert. I believe that Hermia would do anything, no matter the cost, to be with the one she loves. Love is the most important thing. If there's no love, there's nothing there. If there's no one to love, there's no point in living. I believe Hermia's father cannot make that choice for her. I simply must go and help her. Yes, I shall free Hermia from this bondage.
A letter for me? Well, it couldn't possibly be for my husband. What sane man would ever bother to purchase paper and ink to write an unsuccessful, weak, coward of a man who never seems to finish what he starts? No man in his right mind would ever do that. The letter has to be for me, and I shall open it as such. It appears I am correct. Lady Macbeth, I am writing you today because I have encountered quite the dilemma. For you see, my father has arranged a marriage between me and a young Athenian gentleman named Demetrius. Despite the fact that Demetrius and I are engaged, I do not love him, and I never have. I have, however, fallen for another young Athenian gentleman who is called Lysander. I know an ambitious, intelligent, brave, and extremely successful woman as yourself would know just what to do to fix this, so that I may marry Lysander instead of Demetrius. So, I am having a small midday feast in 2 weeks' time. It would be ever so wonderful if you could attend, so we may talk about the matters at hand face to face, where it is safest. Your dear friend, Hermia of Athens. Who else could possibly handle this situation to permanently get rid of it? No one. That too. I shall go and convince Hermia of the plan. We shall strike at the midnight hour under the cover of the night sky, and that old man, the Demetrius gentleman, shall never know what happened to them, and they shall never see the morning sunrise again. Yes, I must go convince Hermia that it must be so.
A letter? Hand delivered? Don't people use carrier pigeons nowadays? Well, I suppose it's important for someone to have gone to so much effort. Lady Beatrice, I am writing to you today for a very good reason, and I can assure you that this is worth your time. It would be greatly appreciated if you would try to understand what I'm about to tell you. Well, that's not very reassuring. I write today to you to present this problem. My father has set up an arranged marriage between myself and a young man named Demetrius. This would be wonderful if I loved Demetrius, but alas, I do not. Oh, my goodness, an arranged marriage. Well, we can't let that happen, now can we? Now this might not have been a problem at all, except that I fear convincing father to to allow a union between Lysander and myself is an impossible task, for Demetrius will never give up his pursuit of me. For although I do not love Demetrius, Demetrius loves me. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. It would seem that Hermia has found herself caught in a love triangle of sorts. I found myself in need of your assistance, and I would like to remind you that this is no laughing matter. I am hosting a small midday feast in 2 weeks' time, and I would appreciate it if you were to attend. Thank you. Your friend, Hermia. No laughing matter. Well, I suppose I shall have to contain my laughter until the situation is resolved. After all, this did sound fairly urgent. I suppose I should heed Hermia's words and take this seriously. Yes, I shall go to her banquet and see if we can't fix this.
2 weeks later.
Hello, Julia. I'm so glad that you could make it to our meeting today.
Of course, after reading thy letter, how couldst I possibly say hence?
Well, I'll let thee know. They appear to be running late, but Lady Macbeth and Beatrice are coming too.
I trust thee hath informed the others of the situation at hand.
I explained everything to them.
Well, I'm glad I was the first to arrive. Perhaps we can propose some truly useful plan rather than aught those two might suggest. After all, Lady Macbeth knows nothing of true love. Her husband and she bicker constantly, and Beatrice knoweth less. She chases hence any man worth her while with witty remarks and insolence. I, however, doth believeth myself to be qualified to assist thee.
And what dost thou believe we shouldest do?
I have been thinking. Thou dost not wish to marry Beatrice, but thine father has declared the very thing you do not want to happen shall come to pass anyways. However, if thy father and Beatrice have any sense at all, perhaps they'd be open to reason.
Juliet, you're far too optimistic. For if it be true that they have already denied Hermia her wish, their minds likely won't change.
Lady Macbeth, Beatrice, come sit down. I'm so glad they got my letter. What have they been able to think of? After all, you are both very clever.
As a matter of fact, the long journey gave me plenty of time to think.
Well, by all means, share this plan with us, Lady Macbeth, as long as 'tisn't a waste of time. After all, 'tis imperative that Hermia and Lysander and not Demetrius. She must find a way to either convince her father or defy him.
Juliet, let the lady finish. For if ye keep talking, we very well may never get to hear the plan.
As I was going to say before they interrupted me, I do have a plan. Hermia, don't worry. In 3 days' time, you will be with Lysander rather than Demetrius. With the weapons which I have brought, we shall sneak into the quarters of the old man first. With the slash and strike of a knife, he shall never see the morning sunrise again. And then we shall seek out that Demetrius gentleman, and he shall never know it had hit him. No one will ever know.
Lady Macbeth, may I say something?
Especially after criticizing Juliet, how dare you interrupt me?
I may have asked, but that was not a request. I was trying to be kind, but I have something to say. Thy plan is unnecessarily violent. It really is. It's just unnecessarily violent. I mean, why go to all that trouble only to risk the possibility of getting caught? No, it likely wouldn't work.
Does thou have a better idea?
Actually, I do. Would it not be easier for Hermia to simply run away? She could wait until nightfall and escape then. Are there any objections?
Well then, I'm thankful for the help you provided. She has done for me more than she can ever imagine. Now on that note, now that we have found the solution to my problem, I consider this meeting adjourned.
Yeah.